Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Tobago. Today we're coming to you from Villa Azores at the gated Atlantic, located on the Edge compound in Crown Point. It is the perfect backdrop as we bring you the scoop on some of the key events and activities happening in Tobago. And as we do so, we'll also give you a tour of this beautiful property over the next half hour. Stay with us for all the details. I'm Davia Chambers and Let's Talk Tobago starts now. In the headlines, things continue to look up for agriculture and agribusiness in Tobago. This time with the Tobago Agri-business Development Company, TADCO's recent product launch and exhibition. Veteran Calypsonian Leslie Ann Ellis shows off Tobago's talent with a winner's trophy in the Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition. We have a look at Shangri-La, which offers women in Tobago a safe space and a peaceful environment. And later, we'll go back in time with highlights from Blackrock's traditional breakfast activities. We have all these stories and more. Well, Let's Talk Tobago continues. Stay with us.
Greetings. This is Marcy Griffiths, and you're watching Let's Talk Tobago. Leave it right where you got it.
Hi team, I'm Nadia. I'm a wife, a mother of two, and your transportation planner. I got vaccinated to help protect my family, my children, and to give myself a fighting chance against the war of COVID. My job takes me places. Every day I interact with over 100 workers in traffic management, the police, community stakeholders, and business persons. It's been too long. It's time to show COVID who's the boss. So, vax up, because protection starts with us.
The Tobago Agri-business Development Company, or TADCO, recently held its first exhibition for the year. It's aimed at boosting Tobago's production and export capacity in agriculture. In this story, we share with you the thoughts and perspectives of vendors and customers who attended the event. Have a look.
It was a celebration of what Tobago's agri-sector has to offer. Close to 15 homegrown businesses showcased their products during the Tobago Agri-business Development Company, TADCO's product launch and exhibition. Pinkberry Cosmetic, a skincare company owned by June Alfred Rogers, was one of those businesses. Mrs. Alfred Rogers was eager to introduce her company's latest creation, Bago Creamy Cassava Soaps, made from cassava mash.
It helps with the exfoliating purposes because when you feel the soap itself, you're feeling that cassava itself in the soap, and you smell in the cassava. A lot of persons say they smell in the cassava. I have given 1 or 2 persons for them to try it, and they say they like how it feels on their skin. And I'm very proud to say that this is a soap that persons who are vegan customers would love to purchase.
Customers got to sample and purchase various items made from local ingredients. They included wines, cereals, seasonings, sauces, and juices.
It gives the local person who is from Trinidad and Tobago a chance to showcase what they could do, their talent with their hands, to show what they could do and how you could get stuff locally.
One, it gives a clear opportunity for producers to really be able to make that connect as we seek to delve in and, as we see TADCO looking at making commitments to transition the agribusiness sector. And the second note on which I'm certain it is an excellent opportunity for patrons persons who, just like myself, just want to see, to get a sense of what's available, and you're just happy to be on the outside.
What I'm seeing so far is the different small producers who are taking up the challenge for us developing flour substitutes. I've seen quite a few of those producers using our local resources, the dasheen, the plantain, the sweet potato, the cassava and so on. And I think it's a good step in really pushing the concept of eating local, eating food that is healthier and wholesome, and that helps to build the whole agriculture sector, the food process sector, the whole agribusiness sector on a whole.
I think this was something well done to help showcase the small business agro-processors in Tobago, and I think that they should continue doing stuff like this so that small businesses could showcase their products.
TADCO has plans for more exhibitions in the agro-processing industry. The agribusiness company will continue to help small manufacturers strengthen and grow their enterprises in Tobago and beyond. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Tourism has long been a key industry for Tobago, and with a planned development at Rocky Point, Chief Secretary Honorable Fali Augustine and other officials conducted a recent site visit to ensure plans for the development are beneficial to Tobago and to the environment. Here's more in this story.
My sweet island Tobago, I love you. Yo, let me take you to a place where the sun shines bright and the people move slow, taking their time, doing their thing from day to day. To Tobago.
This morning we are going to do a site visit of the estate that we know as Back Bay. And we're looking at it because this is the venue that is designated for the new Marriott Hotel. This morning we went through Rocky Point with the hotel developers along with stakeholders within the Tobago space, people representing this community, the community of Mount Irving, folks from the Historical Society, the surfers, and just people with general interests. We had the Division of Infrastructure, Tourism present, and we had a few of our own engineers present. And this morning we were able to identify where some of the key historical sites are, where artifacts can be retrieved and should be retrieved. We made certain to speak to the developers about the coastal area and being able to protect the coast at all costs. And we were given the assurance that they weren't going to do anything to the beach or to disturb the coast. But we did point out where there is a need for some coastal protection implements along the estate to allow for the safeguarding of the property and the land.
The development is subject to change depending on tweaking, but it's essential. The essential components is a 200 room hotel, Marriott International hotel, and with some bungalows, about 13 to 15 bungalows as an extension of the hotel, together with villa development and a townhouse development that will all be part of the resort.
I was actually blown away by the beauty that we found, because certainly we know about the Fort James, the Fort King George, we know about the Fort Milford, but there are so many other forts that exist in Tobago, and it's just simply being able to figure out where they are and to be able to now determine how we can preserve them for our generations to now continue to enjoy them.
The executive wanted to ensure that we protect the interests of Tobagonians and that all the concerns of the stakeholders are heard this early on, even before the final designs are done. They came with just a mock-up of what they envision, but there will have to be some replacement of some of the buildings and shifting things around to suit the lay of the land.
In our next story, Tobago's cultural talent recently shot to the fore as Calypsonian Leslie Ann Ellis won a Prime Minister's Best Village Competition trophy thanks to her advocacy against domestic violence. The veteran singer recently sat down with producer Crystal George to tell us why her achievement is so important. Here's more.
The Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition has been around since 1963. It's evolved into an annual program that showcases cultural talent from every village and community throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And no stranger to the stage, Tobago-born Calypsonian Leslie Ann Ellis took advantage of her free time to enter. Her skill earned her the first prize in the original Calypso category with her composition, Perpetual Web.
Cause every day another family is left in pain. Via graves, their hopes and aspirations down the drain. A life taken by cruel hands looking around the bend. Lord Father, please tell me when will it end?
I felt great when I sent it for Gabby. She said, yeah! Because you're home now, you're doing nothing, so I just do everything for fun now. It's not about the competition for me. It's about just like putting myself out there. Because now it's like you have nothing doing. So like I'm selling myself.
Leslie Ann Ellis says this particular piece is timely. It speaks to the prevalence of domestic violence in the country. She says as much as she appreciates this win, she wants her message to reach the whole nation.
So I hope they didn't just enjoy the video and place me first, but it was also a message.
Leslie Ann also placed second in the Old Mass individual category. Leslie Ann says her win is dedicated to her late friend, a Tobago cultural icon.
This win is for showing Ski Cunningham. And it's a kind of bittersweet moment. Although I won, my best friend, my dear friend, my songwriter Showing is not here to share this moment.
I'm Crystal George for Let's Talk Tobago.
Tobago's entrepreneurs are once again benefiting from a weekly pop-up shop. We'll tell you what this means for the tourism sector right after this break. Stay with us. Villa Azores is a 3-bedroom private villa within the gated Atlantic on the Edge compound in Crown Point. It's available for vacation rentals. Villa Azores features a shared deck and a pool for guests to enjoy. And with breathtaking views of the Atlantic Ocean, it just beckons you to unwind and relax. The villa's amenities include Wi-Fi, cable TV, a fully equipped kitchen, gas grill, outdoor stove, and washer and dryer. The villa, including all of its bedrooms, is fully air-conditioned.
I am Anton Jordan, Building Superintendent of the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and the Environment. I took the vaccine because I have 3 children. I don't want to be wondering what happens to them in the event that I have to be hospitalized from the coronavirus. Right now, we are heading back out to work. More likely than not, we may encounter someone on the job either has the virus or has been exposed to someone with the virus. Please, we all have to do our part. Vax up. Protection starts with us.
Visitors to Tobago can now find products from local artisans all in one place, the Tobago Pop-Up Shop. This new initiative is the result of collaboration between the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort and the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation. We visited the pop-up shop to bring you these highlights. Take a look.
The idea was born out of the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation's Women's Forum 2022. That event was hosted with the Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort. Now, concessionaires from around Tobago can showcase their products weekly at the Tobago Pop-Up Shop. The pop-up shop began on April 8th and will continue to be hosted on Fridays at Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resort.
The management of the hotel decided to collaborate with the tourism vendors and entrepreneurs as a good initiative to promote their product and to network at the hotel.
This partnership is a win-win for the resort. Guests get the chance to peruse and purchase Tobago-made products right at the hotel.
I think this is definitely a right step in the right direction, working with the local community, local vendors. And we have foreign guests and the guests from Trinidad, and they like to see some of the local made in Tobago kind of stuff. So since we started this program, it's going really well. As you know, prior to pandemic, we used to do this, and we find it really successful. So we see, especially foreign guests from UK, they kind of like this, and they can buy some souvenir, take it home. But I think the more we promote Tobago product, is much better, because I think we have some great stuff here, and we need to make sure everybody's employed and they're giving back to the community. Is very important for Magdalena Grand, yes.
And what do vendors think?
It's an excellent idea once they rotate it and give every entrepreneur an opportunity to showcase their product. Entrepreneurs bring your end game and make sure that the standards are high, because the end user, the stakeholders really look forward to quality products.
Exposure and, to teach the tourists, whoever would be passing through, about the importance of doing local confectionaries on the island. It's to me, it's the opportunity to get the local bene balls, sugar cake, everything out there in a larger scale beyond the airports and the port.
Because of the COVID, it was very difficult for persons really to interact. So I think it was a fantastic idea for the tourism and also Magdalena to collaborate together so that persons will be able to interact with the vendors, purchase our products, and hopefully get proper feedback and reviews of our products.
We are excited to be able to come out and display our things, and the part with it too is that the time gave us time to even improve in what we were doing too as well. So the anxiety, the excitement, and the appreciation for being given this platform to work with, that we want to be able to use it to market our business.
To secure your spot at the pop-up shop, contact the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation at 639-2125. I'm Kian Walker-Hazel for Let's Talk Tobago.
We all want a safe space where we can feel refreshed and focus on self-care. It's why women facing abuse in Tobago have Shangri-La, a facility that's the brainchild of NGO Women of Substance. Omadara Mills tells us more in our next story.
Shangri-La, a place where life approaches perfection, utopia, paradise. That's the kind of atmosphere created for survivors of abuse and domestic violence at Shangri-La in Lowlands. It's a safe haven recently commissioned by the NGO Women of Substance to mark the organization's 5th anniversary. Women of Substance founder and president Onika Maz explains the goal of creating this kind of space for women.
The main focus is self-care and empowerment. We basically want to offer the women a space where they can come and be empowered and also understand the importance of self-care and, receive hope.
Here at Shangri-La, patrons will be able to spend quiet time reading, have their hair done, increase their computer literacy skills, and access online courses. There are plans to provide one-on-one counseling sessions. The NGO will also facilitate seminars where participants will work on personal development, financial empowerment, and to prepare for the workplace. There'll also be fun activities like paint and chat sessions.
All of the participants express gratitude for the opportunity to sit in a space where they could just paint and get lost in the art, in the painting, and not even think about their immediate situation. And that is what we wanted. What a lot of them express also is the peace they experience at this space.
The Digicel Foundation is the major sponsor of the Shangri-La project. RBC Royal Bank has also contributed to the initiative. The U.S. Embassy provided support by donating furniture. Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel, praised the work of women of substance.
It certainly is a space that is necessary. I am really proud of Ms. Onika Mas and her entire team for thinking of this, for pursuing the funding that they got to get this done, and for actually doing the hard work to get it done.
Onika says that sponsorships as well as collaboration with other entities has made her organization's work possible. Those organizations include ITNAC Is There Not a Cause, PAHO, and Chosen Hands. Ms. Mars welcomes the contributions. She hopes to continue partnering with other organizations in an effort to eliminate violence against women and domestic abuse. For more information about women of substance or to learn more about the services at Shangri-La, call 485-9534 or 496-1937. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Giving back is a blessing, and in this story, you'll hear about how one inventor is seeking to impart her knowledge about the importance of securing your intellectual property. Here's more in this story.
Giving back is not just about making a donation, it's about making a difference. Former UN Foundation President and CEO Kathy Calvin. The fulfilling feeling of giving back and contributing to society is unparalleled. It's something Rona Eastman Jack felt when she visited her home village of Palatuvere to present her latest invention, the U-Dazzle ruler.
I chose Palatuvere because here is where I started my schooling and I have a passion for my village. I came to Palatuvere today to present to school one of my rulers so they can have it here like a monument, and to encourage the youths in the school about invention and innovation.
World Intellectual Property Day is observed every year on April 26. So Mrs. Jack felt that it was a great opportunity to impart her knowledge on how important it is to copyright and trademark your creations. The theme for World Intellectual Property Day 2022 was IP and Youth, Innovating for a Better Future.
I came to Palatuvere Anglican School to speak about invention and innovation because I have a passion for it. I believe that the world has gone into this direction whereby everybody needs to brand their stuff and they need to have intellectual property based on whatever creation that they have. So that's why I came to Palatuvere, because if Palatuvere is my hometown, I want to empower the people also. And one of the greatest things is to empower the youth. When you empower the youth, you know that the generation will be better off for tomorrow.
Little Miss Alicia Harry was happy for the visit. She strongly believes that with God, everything is possible.
I thought the invention was great. It was very interesting to know about. I think I can, because youths can do all things through Christ who strengthens them.
Mrs. Jack also visited her alma mater, Harmon School of SDA, which she presented with her U-Dazzle ruler. I'm Kian Walker Hazel for Let's Talk Tobago.
It's time for a break, but when we return, we have highlights of festivities from an old-fashioned Easter breakfast celebration in Blackrock. Don't go anywhere. Let's Talk Tobago. We'll be right back. In addition to its abundant amenities and breathtaking views, Villa Azores has a very convenient location. It's only 2 minutes from A&R Robinson International Airport and a brief stroll from the popular Store Bay Beach, as well as numerous restaurants, bars, and nightclubs.
Hi, I'm Mr. Rajman, Drainage Supervisor with the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and the Environment. The decision for me to take the vaccine was a no-brainer, not just to protect myself and my family from the COVID virus, but the public as well. On a day-to-day basis, I'm charged with running the Roxborough District, which I have to interact with 600 plus workers, key stakeholders in the community and the public. So it's time for us to really stamp out this virus and eradicate it. So Vax up, protection starts with us.
Hi, this is Kivo, and tune in to Let's Talk Tobago.
Easter is always a big occasion in Tobago, so our crew, including producer Josanne Brassi and cameraman Kevin Clark, popped in to capture the festivities of an old-fashioned breakfast hosted by the Williams family of Blackrock. We have more in this story.
Tobago prides itself on its unique Easter celebrations. Easter focuses on remembering the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ, starting on Good Friday. In the seaside village of Blackrock, the Williams family embraces the unity and fellowship surrounding Easter with a joyful celebration.
I go with my grandmother then, and I meet them doing it. And after I meet them doing it, they turn to me and tell me, if them die before me, I have to keep on continuing it, because it is very necessary for that the younger ones were coming up will able to see and know from the foundation.
Falda is well known in the village as Silver Fox. She says her foreparents started the Good Friday tradition with chocolate tea, roast bake, fried fish, and saltfish. The tradition has since been handed down to brothers Owen and Curtis Williams.
The fire on top is the oven. When the fire, you could put any amount of fire on top. Shell, wherever. There could be plenty, but the one in the bottom must be low. If the one in the bottom and low, he go burn.
Patrons also enjoy the event, like Dwayne White, who has been attending the event for more than 10 years, and Joe Henry, who believes it's a great way to spend Good Friday.
One of the best parts in it is that it's never a one-person event. So it's just about, people coming together, giving each other a lending hand. It's like long time when you're poor hunting, is a man bring a fish, a man bring a bake, it's just the togetherness, the camaraderie, just knowing how things used to be done, back in the days.
I'm happy to be here this morning. I come to enjoy the tradition of the bake, fire on top, fire below, with the fish and all them things there.
Curtis Williams, also known as Barry, says the egg formation is a key element of this old school tradition.
The egg is something could only do only on Good Friday morning. You put the egg white before the sun rise and leave it there, and it comes up, it shape all different things, maybe a church, a motor car, just name it. It forms its own thing, but it only happens only on Good Friday morning.
Falda's old school breakfast is a legacy her children and grandchildren will always remember. It's also a memorable one for the residents of Blackrock. I'm Josanne Brassi for Let's Talk Tobago.
So we've come to the end of yet another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like our Office of the Chief Secretary Facebook page, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more information on Villa Azores, you can call 358-8222, or you can email them at villaazorestobago@hotmail.com. From our house to yours, I'm Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and fantastic week. We leave you with a montage of Villa Azores.